It is Monday morning. I've worked for a few hours already, done some stuff and made sure I know what I want to do this week. There's some stuff to catch up that I haven't looked at over the weekend, and that's what we're gonna work on today, and then we'll have a meeting in the afternoon with one of my clients. Yeah, I know it's a bit bright, but the sun is coming when I start filming, which is wonderful to see as well. I hope you guys have a wonderful day wherever you are in the world. I hope you're doing great, and I hope you're doing great stuff. Currently working on a translation video to put out for today. I'll have some reels to edit as well, and also some personal reels to schedule out on my personal accounts. And then we'll head to a paddle game at 6 today with 3 of my friends, which is something we've started to do every week, and it's been great and it's been very fun. For the people that don't know what paddle tennis is, it's a small court where you play a thing that's almost like tennis, but you play with the walls. It's smaller, and usually you play 2 versus 2 instead of the standard 1v1 in tennis. I know there's a 2v2 as well, but that's the standard operation. So yeah, and then we'll have some accounting to do today as well, and that's gonna be it. So yeah, thank you for looking at this vlog, and have fun. Good morning. It's 6:57. Just made my coffee and sitting in front of my computer right now. I have a few things to do today, especially business development wise and strategy wise. I want to get a few things out sorted, so make sure I find out my strategy for the next month in terms of client acquisition, because I gotta find a strategy. That's the biggest issue at the moment. Have some client work to do, but not too much, to be honest, since I've sorted out most of the things yesterday, and I've now built the structure that allows me to get a lot more done than a few months ago, where I was already struggling with the workload I had, although it wasn't too much. So yeah, this is what's going on for today. Let's get it. I'm currently editing reels for our podcast, the DNY podcast. If you haven't looked into the DNY podcast, make sure to go look at it. I'll leave a link in the description to the podcast. And something I realized while editing is that I need to be a lot more concise with what I say. And this is a big thing with getting better at things, is making sure to look at feedback, because we always say if you do it more and more, you'll get better at it. But if you do it wrong again, you're not going to be better at it. And so while looking back at the podcast episode, while looking for the reels, I realized what mistakes I did while saying things. For example, I might find a segment that might be interesting for a reel, and then I realized I hadn't finished that point, and it happened so many times that I start saying something, and instead of finishing that point, I just start building up on that again, and then it's an infinite long sentence that gets from one point to another, but no point is actually closed up. And this is definitely something I need to be better at.
because especially to get good clips and good clips that at the end make sense and give some kind of value, you have to have that skill. So it's not easy to always be concise and finish the point, but this is something I need to look at and make right or make better in future podcast episodes. Just finished editing a long form video for a client and he's exporting now, and we'll send him the video over in just a second. Gotta finish up some more reels as well for our podcast with my friend Yassine, and schedule them out for the next few weeks. And then I have a meeting as well, and we'll do some reach out as well, because that's gonna be my focus for this month. We had a meeting yesterday, an accountability meeting that we have always around the first of the month in order to set our goals for the month. And one of my goals was to send 5 outreaches on Upwork every single day. I wanted to make sure to make it an input goal instead of an output goal, because last month I just had the goal I want to get 1 new client, but I gotta find something that I can directly influence, which is the input, which is the 5 Upwork reach out. And so this is what I'm gonna do for the whole month, 5 Upwork reach out every single day, and that should bring me closer to what I want to reach. But yeah, let's get this. Alright, just got off a client team meeting, and it's one of those moments where the ideas spark, and I wrote down so many things that I still had to do, and so I'm gonna schedule in a few tasks right now inside of the calendar to see how fast I can do what and when I can do what. Yeah, some of those things are just tremendous value and things that could improve the videos for the client and could potentially up the performance, and this is what I always try to focus on, is making sure that the client has a benefit out of it. And regardless of what I'm getting paid for it in the short term, my priority is to find out ways to better the video's performance to make sure that at the end of the day the client makes more money, because that's what's all about. So I'm gonna focus on that and figure out ways and just sit back a bit and make sure to schedule everything and have some space in the mind to think about everything that I just wrote down, because that's important at times as well, to make sure that you sort all of those ideas and make them into actionable tasks, because sometimes it's a big mess inside of the brain. So I like to just write things down. But yeah, now let's get to it. A quote that stuck with me from Alex Hormozi was, "Be so valuable that it would be unreasonable for you not to succeed." And this is something I want to focus on in the next few months, increasing my value. Because it would be unreasonable for me to think that I've figured out everything, or call myself a branding expert or an expert at online marketing. Since yes, I've learned a lot over the past few years while editing videos, but I haven't figured out everything by far. I'm 21 and I've still got so many things to learn. That's why this week I've sent out to one of my clients a few ideas and things that I can help with and make myself more valuable. things that I've never done, things that I want to take on more responsibility, and it's a perfect opportunity for me to grow. And that's what I want to take you with on this vlog, showing you guys how I get better. And if that helps one of you guys out there, that will mean the world to me. So I'm gonna implement as well some learning blocks into my schedule, and try out new things. Just take out that time of actually learning things, even if it's from a course. I have a few courses that I have not finished watching, or just trying new things, or while editing this podcast. There's so many things you can learn, all in the storytelling part. Today I'm going to play paddle later, and then I'll maybe make a small working session, have a call with my girlfriend, and then head to bed before going to the next work day tomorrow. On my way to paddle now soon. Right now in the car. It's gonna be a fun few matches of paddle, 2 hours. I'll play with lots of other better people, so I'm gonna probably be smashed today, but still try my best and see who my partner's gonna be, because I'm going alone actually, and then randomly meeting with someone there. We'll see who it is. Maybe we can do something great. We'll see. It's gonna be a lot of fun for sure.